All right, start with the oxygen on the left side. So 16 and 8, number of protons. So 8 is 8 proton, right? This guy is neutral, so 8 proton, 8 electrons. The neutron. What about neutron though? Well, we have to look at the atomic mass, right? Mass of an atom comes from number of protons plus number of neutrons. Protons already taken 8. The other 8 gonna be the neutrons. That's it, right? Now, oxygen with 2 minus, so this guy is an anion, right? So something, the number of proton doesn't change. 8 protons gonna be 8 proton. If you change number of protons, you change the element, all right? So 8 proton, but the electron gonna be 10. So minus 2, so which means that there are 2 more electrons than the number of protons. So 8 protons, 10 electrons. All right, so subtract that, minus 2. And number of neutrons still the same, 16 minus 8, you get 8. Okay. All right, we have hydrogen. All right, the hydrogen. So number of proton is atomic number is 1. The number of proton is 1 as well. This guy is neutral. Electron is 1 as well, and has no neutron. Right. So atomic mass is 1. That's just a proton. All right, we have H plus, right? H plus, so number of protons still the same, atomic number stay the same, protons still the same. Loses 1 electron, that's why it becomes positive charge, right? Has no neutron, still the same. And that's the reason why H plus, we just call it a proton, because it's actually have a proton, okay? All right, on the last one for hydrogen, so this one we call tritium. Okay, so the number of proton, atomic number is 1. The number of proton is 1 as well. This guy is neutral, electron is 1. And number of neutrons, so 3 minus 1, so 1 that's 1 proton. The other 2 are going to be the neutron. All right. Some of you, if you are a Marvel fan, if you ever watch the very first Spider-Man starring by Tobey Maguire, the Spider-Man 2, not Amazing Spider-Man, not the Homecoming, Far From Home, or Lost From Home, whatever. This is like the old first Spider-Man movie by Tobey Maguire. The Spider-Man 2 with the Dr. Octopus, I think. Yeah, before Dr. Octopus become evil, there's an explosion. He did some experiment, become an explosion. He used an element, and he called it a tritium. This guy right here, all right? And he's doing something about nuclear fission. I think it's nuclear fusion or something like that. Okay, and so the explosion happened. It become evil. Anyway, so just a reference. All right, now come down here. So neon. So atomic number is 10. So proton is 10. Neutral, electron is 10. Number of neutron 20 minus 10, that's 10. Okay. Now neon. Oh, we have the same neon. Neon still neutral, but number of neutron is different. You see that 21 right there. You can't change the number of proton. Again, if you change the number atomic number, the element changes. Okay, you can't do that. So proton still the same, 10. Neutral, electrons 10, but the only change in here is the number of electron. Neutron. Same thing, neon 22. So that got neutron, 12 neutrons. Okay. All right, one more time, just for your practice. A calcium ion has 20 protons, but only 18 electrons. What is the charge of this ion? Anyone knows? +2. Super simple there. So there are 2 more protons than the number of electrons, right? So +2. So there are 2 electrons dominate. All right. So the 18 proton cancel out with 18 electrons. So that has no charge. But we have 2 protons left. That's why it show up right here, +2. Okay. All right. Next one. Next one, the sulfur is atomic number 16. Right? Sulfur atom commonly form sulfide ions, which have the charge of -2. How many electrons are in the electron cloud of sulfide ion? Now think about that. All right, so sulfur atomic number of 16. Okay, and got a negative charge of 2. If you look at the periodic table, so the atomic mass is 32. You don't need that. But how many electrons are in the electron cloud? Well, if this were to be neutral, all right, if it were to be neutral, just ignore the negative 2 there. So 16 proton, 16 electron. Does it make sense? I'm saying one more time. Just assume first. I just assume. Keep things simple. If this sulfur is neutral, which means that this sulfur going to have 16 proton and 16 electrons. So they cancel out, neutral, right? So there's 4, 8, 12, 16, all right? But this sulfur have negative 2, which means that there are 2 electrons they don't cancel out. So no proton cancel them out. So right there, 2 more. So the total number of electrons is 18. That's it. Simple there. Okay. All right, class activity number 2 for this chapter. Well, all you have to do is just add number of protons and neutrons, and that's it. Okay. All right. Let's go to the next video.